So you've been thinking of getting a house, but you know you have an element that is missing. So to build your credit history, one of the best way is to get a credit card. And for today's video, I'm gonna go over 3 ways you can obtain a credit card. It's cold. For this video, I'm just gonna go over for people who starting their credit, never had credit before, they're young, or they went bankruptcy and now they're trying to rebuild their credit. So this video is for you guys. I'm heading out. Off the bat, there's gonna be a lot of rejections with all these applications you're gonna be filling out with all these credit cards. Also, don't expect to get the most cash rewards on these credit cards. You're not gonna get none of that. Probably gonna get not a lot of money, not a lot of credit. So your expectations should be lowered if you are starting to build your credit, or if you never had a credit card. So here's a couple of tips and expectations to expect. See you home. Set up the studio and we go with the video. Oh, hey guys. So there's one requirement before you obtain your first credit card, and that would be you need to prove that you have income. Also, you need to prove that you have a job, that you have a way of paying them back. So the first way that you can get a credit card is through your bank. It's also called a secure credit card or a secure card. It's the easiest way to obtain a credit card. All it means is that when you go to your bank, you're gonna go and the bank is gonna ask you to open a checking account, savings account, or whatever, and you have to have some money in there. Usually about $500. It depends on the bank, but if you have $500, they're gonna give you a credit line of whatever money you have in that checking account. So if you have 500, they're gonna give you the credit line of 500, and then after 6 payments, or it could vary. So 6 payments could be every 6 months. It could be 6 months. So after 6 months, they're gonna give you more credit. So they're gonna open more lines of credit for you. The second way you can obtain a credit card is through a cosigner. So your cosigner has to meet some requirements at the same time. So your cosigner has to have a decent credit history, a decent credit score too, and they need to show employment and income and how much they earn and all this stuff they ask. And then he needs to promise and sign a paper. So you guys both have to do some paperwork, and both of you guys has to promise whoever is letting you borrow all this money, or any kind of money in this case, that you'll be able to pay it back. And if you're not able to pay it back, the cosigner is gonna pay it for you. So that's the whole point. The third way you can obtain a credit card is through department stores, and this is not my favorite part, but cool story. That's the way I started. So I obtained a Macy's credit card like 8 years ago, and they only gave me like $300, and that's how I built my credit, is through a department store. So the thing with a store credit card is they don't have Visa, they don't say MasterCard. It's not like a regular credit card. You can't use it outside of Macy's in my case. If you get like a Banana Republic, or you get airline credit cards, some of them might be like just for that airline. You can't use it on groceries or getting gas or whatever. But it's a great way, because once you start using that credit card in that store, you start buying small things. That's what I did. And then you pay them the same day, or you make your payments on time. Eventually you can upgrade to the MasterCard. So it's gonna say Macy's, but it's gonna say like MasterCard, or it's gonna say Visa, depending on what company they're working with. But then you can use it on groceries, gas, and it's not gonna have any points, but your credit history is gonna start building from there. And then you can get all the fancy ones with the rewards. When I was trying to obtain my first credit card, it was really hard. I got rejected all the time. Even with those department store credit cards, I still got rejected a lot. Still continue. I didn't really have a checking account back then I didn't have a solid job. I didn't have a stable job, so I didn't really need a checking account before. So I didn't take advantage of that, and I didn't know I could have gotten a secure credit card, and it would be much easier for me. But I continue to apply, and I just got lucky, and I got a department store, and that's the way I did it. But now with more information out there, and with this video, hopefully you understand that you don't have to go through a lot of rejections, because even if you go for a secure loan, a secure credit card, you might get rejected, but you need to keep proving yourself to these banks and to the credit businesses that you be able to pay. So in my next video, I'm going to talk about how to properly use these credit cards. It could be super scary, but at the same time super excited to use these credit cards once you obtain one. But you need to know the rules. You need to know the rules of this game, because this game can really eat you up, and it's gonna be game over really fast if you don't play it safe. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. And if you think this can help somebody that you know, please share it with them. Just share it with one friend who you think this can help. And always remember, keep it simple.